What up, family? Get us for dash 20 Mary Lee. It's the Freaky Freedom Friday in my city, Chicago. 238, 38% on my phone. March the 28th, 2025. Look, I'm going to run this all the way to 241. I'm going to break it down, though, for you. This what happened. People knew my worth before I did. You know, me being a child abuse victim and standing up for myself at the age of 6, 1973, right? Then become an originator rap since the age of 8, 1975. But because I was slightly retarded and gifted at the same time, borderline genius, you understand what I'm saying, and going through behavior problems, people took advantage of that. And, you know, I was trying to, figure out what was going on because, I was a child abuse victim and still is as an adult. But I was here, there, and everywhere. Group homes, foster homes, detention centers, you understand what I'm saying? And they figure they use me up, they exploit me, use my influence, all my good, ideas or whatever and stuff, and then kill me. But I always felt like it was something pertaining to my writings that was keeping me alive. So I kept writing until, I vocalized, you know, what I felt my higher power wanted me to do in 1995 when I gave up on one for my child abuse rap at the age of 28 and put my voice on 3 cassette tapes front and back. And the Martin Luther King I Have a Dream speech, but I gave up my child abuse rap at the age of 17 in 1984. And they've been pimping me ever since and stuff. So, they tried to label me crazy, throw me in the psych ward, or threw me in the psych ward in 1995. They tried to build kind of like a case opposed to, for me to be, seen crazy or retarded or whatever instead of a genius in a hometown shero. You understand what I'm saying, of my city, Chicago, and really worldwide America, because we're going to go all the way. We're going to go to, I'm going to go to 244. But anyway, yeah. So, I've been in the streets all my life, and I've been selling, something. You understand what I'm saying? But I never sold drugs. I tried marijuana and crack one time, but I smoked the crack and the marijuana. You understand what I'm saying? It didn't work out, so I knew it wasn't for me. Because why? I didn't want to kill my people and stuff, and I knew what it was doing to my community, so I left that alone and shit. And I sold general merchandise, music, things of that nature or whatever and stuff. But I started with as a brownie in the Girl Scout selling Girl Scout cookies, but I had sense enough to know, if I'm putting the work in, I'm gonna eat the cookies and keep the money. You understand what I'm saying? Or both. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. So, trying to pimp me, you understand what I'm saying? It's like, so when they couldn't pimp me physically, they, start pimping my mind and stuff, because, I am a genius and stuff, for real. Um, Long story short, you know, I asked for $2 million tax free in 1995. You understand what I'm saying? And I said, I already know I'm worth more dead than I am alive. So they used all that good influence, and Oprah was worth almost $500 million at the time. She could have threw that money in pennies out of took it. I'm glad she didn't now, because, you know what I'm saying, now her ass is on the line and stuff, and all the ones that came up off of me, so-called originals and stuff, for real, all y'all had to do was stand up and, grab your balls or whatever and stuff, you understand? And we could have all been happy, joyous, and free. Oprah could have became the first lady president or whatever in my, country, America or whatever and stuff, and passed our reparation. But motherfuckers are so greedy, and then you wonder why these foreigners coming over here stealing every goddamn thing. Something we worked our ass off for, and y'all ass running looking stupid and shit. All you gotta do is stand up, and we can make it and stuff. But, you gotta stand up for me, because if I die, we all die. And I mean every fucking goddamn body, because it's my motherfucking blood, sweat, and tears, hard work, dedication, and that brought the Bloods and Crips together. And AA, they say we are people who normally would not mix. Now, I'm not a gang banger and stuff, but gang bangers start banging on wax and stuff, real talk, hiding behind, you know, rap to divvy out their little drugs or whatever and stuff, laundering and shit or whatever. I ain't in all that shit and I ain't trying to be him. I'm just saying that's what they did and stuff. And then they think, goddamn, I'm supposed to settle for a crazy check that they don't even want me to have. I'm like, nigga, y'all done lost y'all fucking mind. And that's why these foreigners coming over here, because they know what time it is. They've been watching me for a long time, especially Hispanics. And they know how I get down and shit. I'm a legit business lady and shit, for real. So that's my story, and I'm sticking with it. And you're not gonna R. Kelly me or Sandra Bland me, none of them motherfuckers. It's 244. And until you do right by me, everything you think of is gonna fail. And this the 8. I'm the originator of rap since the age of 8, 1975. Like I told him in 1995, I don't speak this loud about something I don't know. Step your game up. Peace.